Journaling is really important to self-care. You know, you can be your own therapist. I'm not saying don't get a therapist. The Self-Discovery Guide, Chapter Self-Care, Take 1. Welcome back to another video. This is a Self-Discovery Guide series where we talk about everything that is in my latest digital book called the Self-Discovery Guide, 7 Principles to Fulfillment and Purpose. Chapter 5 talks about self-care. So that is what our video is going to be about today. So take a moment. I'm drinking on orange juice with a little slice of lime. So go ahead and grab yourself a drink and let's go ahead and get into this video. Today we're talking about self-care, and I know self-care has got a lot of attention lately, and I believe self-care are the things that you do to be more self-aware, be more mindful, treat people better, and be a good citizen for your community. You recharge so that you can fill your own cup, but I think it's also important to be able to give back to others as well. In the Self-Discovery Guide, I list out 8 different habits. I combined one, so we're going to talk about 7 different habits. And then I would also encourage you to try something called habit stacking. And I talk about that, or I give a list in the Self-Discovery Guide about habit stacking to help you do habits. So basically the things that you find less enjoyable, you pair it with something that you already do. So in the morning you brush your teeth. If you have problems taking your vitamins, you would pair taking vitamins with, you would stack taking vitamins with brushing your teeth so that you do them both. So I give examples in the guide on how you can habit stack. And I also want to give a shameless plug to my other digital product called The Ultimate Cottagecore Guide to Slow Living, 10 Habits to Find Calm. In that free guide, you'll be able to explore 10 different habits that I use to find calm, find peace. They're all doable. I don't think anything in there is not manageable or doable. The only thing in there that I would say is something that I've not done before that I want to try that's on my to-do list is preserving produce. So one of the habits is to preserve your food. Another habit is to cook in season. I'm listing another habit. 3 habits I'm giving away is to buy from a local farmer or farmer's market. And so when you do that, you are able to have like an abundance of produce, and the best way to not waste your money is to preserve them. There's, I believe it's called seasonalguide.org, that you can check and see what produce is in season where you live. So that's also included in the guide. It's healthier for your body to eat things that are in season rather than eating shelf-stable processed food. Let's go through the 7 habits or 7 things that you want to do for self-care. And in the guide, I create a checklist for you to check off Monday through Wednesday. So you can print off or make copies of as many of those as you want. But the first thing we want to do is we want to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. I usually go to bed around 9:30. So that allows me to get up and be productive. The second thing we want to do is drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. My coworker was so kind and she bought me a Stanley bottle. So my first Stanley ever, the Love Shack Fancy Edition, and that's 20 ounces. So I drink about 3 of those, so it's at 60 ounces. So, and then number 3 is eat a balanced meal. So we talked a little bit about cooking in season already, but just making sure your meals are balanced. So every time you do that, check it off your habit chart, your self-care checklist. Number 4, exercise at least 30 minutes a day. I can't remember the stats on how many minutes. Is it 150 minutes a week? can't remember how many minutes we're supposed to walk a week, but my goal is to get at least 4,500 steps a day in. 10K is really where I want to be, but baby steps. Next year, I'm really going to go all in on my exercise. I don't really eat poorly. I do have a sweet tooth because I like to bake, but other than that, I want to get moving more. Number 5 would be to have a morning routine. I combine prayer and meditation with that because I usually do that. I have the YouVersion Bible app on my phone that I read every morning before scrolling or doing any of that. So that's a form of self-care. Number 6 is to journal. Journaling is really important to self-care. You know, you can be your own therapist. I'm not saying don't get a therapist, but it'll allow you to get out your thoughts and ideas. And the 7th thing you want to do for self-care is connect socially. So you don't want to isolate yourself. Self-care, as I mentioned, is not, you know, always all about you, but how you can be a better citizen to the community and engage with your fellow brothers and sisters. Those are the self-care tips. You don't have to enjoy cottagecore. It's just I happen to like that aesthetic, and I think it's transferable across different aesthetics as well. At the end of the self-care chapter, we do another assessment. At the end of each chapter, there is an assessment. In this chapter, the question is, you know, what do people compliment you on? So you can tell you're taking care of yourself and people, you know, give you compliments. Not saying that you need outside validation, but it is good to, you know, feel good, look good. You know, maybe they compliment you on your perfume, your hairstyle, your makeup, your smile, your energy, you know, whatever it may be. It's good to take care of yourself so that others take notice too. So I hope that this all was helpful. Go grab your copy if you want to get a deeper dive into these principles. And remember to take time to smell the flowers.